Hello everybody. I'm making an attempt to help people understand what is accounting. So basically accounting is as old as money. So it's been from our ancient times that we kind of do accounting and all of those. But currently computerized accounting has replaced manual accounting these days. So let me help you understand what is bookkeeping, accounting and accountancy. Bookkeeping is more about keeping the books of accounts for the purpose of recording the day-to-day transactions of a business. Whereas accounting, an American Institute of Certified Public Accountants has described accounting is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing in a significant manner and in terms of money transactions and events which are in part at least of a financial character or interpreting results thereof. So put it in a simpler words, accounting is nothing but an art of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing, analyzing, interpreting, and communicating the results of business activities and the financial position of a concern. Let's understand what is accountancy. Accountancy is more about following the theory and practices of accounting in a disciplined manner to analyze the transactions which have happened. That is about accountancy. Let's talk about what is the difference between bookkeeping and accounting. So bookkeeping is nothing but it's the first phase of recording an accounting system, whereas accounting is a summarizing phase of an accounting system. Bookkeeping, it is a primary stage and it's the basis of accounting, whereas accounting is a secondary stage where it begins after the bookkeeping process ends. Bookkeeping is a routine in nature and it does not require any special skill or knowledge, whereas it is analytical in nature and required special knowledge to do accounting. For bookkeeping, it is can be done by junior staff who are called as bookkeepers, whereas for accounting, it is done by generally a senior staff or an accountant. For bookkeeping, it does not give the complete picture of the financial conditions of a business, whereas accounting gives the complete picture of the financial condition of a business. Going further, let me talk to you about features of accounting. I generally remember this as IMR CSAC, which is nothing but identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing, analyzing and interpretation, and communication for last. The first thing starts with identifying. It is the most essential part of accounting is to identify and determine whether it's a business transaction, whether it's to be recorded in the books of accounts or not. The next part is measuring, which means expressing the value of a business transaction in terms of money. No matter what kind of a transaction it is, unless and until if we do not or if we cannot be able to measure that in terms of money, then it cannot be recorded into a business transaction. Next thing is recording, which means entering the business transaction in terms of money as and when they occur. It could be either a single entry system or a double entry system of accounting. Next is classifying. Classifying refers to a group of entries. It means classifying into different subledgers or preparing journal entries for it and posting it into appropriate ledger accounts. Summarizing. Summarizing is nothing but the effects of business transactions classified into a ledger accounts and presenting that in a financial position of the business. Analyzing and interpretation means rearrangement of the information that we have done through accounting and preparing the financial statements in a suitable manner and drawing meaningful conclusions about the profit and the financial position and the future of the business. Communicating. Accounting ends with communication. The information resulting out of interpretation of financial statements to the end users of decision making is more about communicating. Moving further, we have three branches of accounting. One is financial accounting. This helps business concerns to record, classify and interpret the transactions relating to a given period of time. Whereas cost accounting is a system of recording and calculating the costs incurred depending on the nature of the activity of the concern. Management accounting. It is a system of accounting for the management. It provides the necessary financial and cost information to the management for discharging their functions and to make decisions. So, financial accounting, cost accounting, and management accounting are the three branches of accounting. Let's discuss about what are the objectives of accounting and the advantages of accounting. Objectives of accounting. The main objective is to maintain a proper records of business transaction. Next is to ascertain the profit and loss of a business, to know the sources of revenue and the items of expenses, to ascertain the financial position of the business, to ascertain the amounts due to the business and from the business, to ensure effective control over the performance of our businesses. Moving on to the advantages. Accounting provides information which is useful to the management for making economic decisions. It helps the owners to compare one year's results with the others to locate the factors which leads for these changes. It provides the information about the financial position of the business by means of balance sheets. It shows assets on one side and capital and liabilities on the other side, so it can tell you how good your financial statement reflects. It also helps in keeping systematic and complete record of a business transaction in the books of accounts according to specified principles of accounting and the rules that needs to be followed, which is accepted by any court as an evidence. It also helps a firm in assessing the correct tax liabilities that we need to pay, either it be our income tax, sales tax. We don't have VAT now, we have GST and excise duty, etc. Lastly, it properly maintains accounts, help a business entity in determining the proper purchase price. So moving on to the basic terms that we keep using in accounting, let's talk about transactions. There are two types of transactions which happens. One is a cash transaction, which is immediately paid through cash. A transaction which happens which is immediately paid through cash is a cash transaction. And in a transaction where it happens to be an obligation to pay or receive the amount later is a credit transaction. Next thing is capital. I think we all are aware that any amount which is invested by the owner into the business, either in form of cash or through any kind of an asset, is a capital. Drawings. Nothing but the money or the goods or either of both which is withdrawn by the owner for personal use is drawings. Assets. These are the most valuable and economic resources of an enterprise which helps in its day-to-day operations. You can imagine that as a machinery, or if there is a vehicle that we are using it for a business purpose on a day-to-day purpose, that is also an asset. Let's talk about assets in further to what are fixed assets, what are current assets. Fixed assets are those which are held and used in the business for a longer period to do our operations. It could be a land, building, machinery, furniture and fittings, etc. Current assets. These are assets which are held for a very short period, which can be converted into cash within a year. Generally debtors, stock, inventory, all those stuff. Liabilities. Liabilities are obligations or debts that a person is supposed to pay after certain time in future. Current liabilities. So like we have fixed assets and current assets, we have current liabilities and non-current liabilities. Current liabilities are obligations that are to be paid within a year, which is like creditors, bills payable, etc. Non-current liabilities are generally more than a year, which is like bank loan, debentures, etc. Let's talk about receipts. There are two types, which is revenue receipts and capital receipts. Revenue receipts are those which are accrued on a day-to-day business operations that it happens. So it's more like a money received on sale of any business products, if at all we sell any regular business transaction that happens. Capital receipts are those which occur occasionally due to sale of any fixed assets or due to sale of any old assets that we have. It could be a vehicle or all those stuff kind of things. So let's talk about expenses. Expenses are those costs incurred by a business for earning a revenue. Example, I'm using a property for which I need to pay rent, and there are salaries and wages that I need to pay to my people, and there are interests that I need to pay for the cost, etc. Expenditure, spending of money or incurring a liability for acquiring the assets or goods and services is called expenditure. It can be classified into three types. One is revenue expenditure. It is the amount spent to purchase the goods and services that are used during an accounting period. Example, for the rent or the interest, etc. Capital expenditure, which is for more than a year. Generally we spend it to build a building, purchase a machinery or any asset. Deferred revenue expenditure, certain expenditures where a revenue is, which are revenue in nature but which is derived over a number of years. For example, advertisement. Whenever I want to make a good example of deferred revenue or this one, advertisement, I always remember Parle-G, because that's one of the advertisement which has been there for years, and even since my childhood I can always relate that advertisement of Parle-G, and I can remember that biscuit packet. So moving on to profit. Profit is nothing but the excess of revenue over its expenses. So it's nothing but revenue is greater than our expenses. That's when we make profit. Gain. Gain is nothing but during a non-recurring activity we make a profit. Either we sell any fixed assets or there is an appreciation in the value of an asset, is a gain. Losses. This is in excess of expenses of over a period. It relates to revenues in terms of loss. So any particular period, whenever I have more expenses than what revenue I have generated, that leads to a loss. Loss is equal to expenses minus revenue. Goods. These are items that are purchased for the purpose of resale and not for use for the business. Purchase, the term also tells the goods procured for a business for resale. In case of a trading concern, it's the goods, final goods that we procure to buy, and in case of manufacturing business, it's the raw materials that we purchase to make a final product. This could be either credit purchase or a cash purchase. Purchase returns. This is more about goods that have been purchased by us, which we intend that it's either a bad quality or we are not happy with the goods, we would want to return it. Then we do a purchase return, we return it back to the supplier. Sales. So these are nothing but the total revenue that gets generated because of this activity of doing the sales. So if I have a store and I'm regularly selling the goods which I have, that is nothing but my total sales that generates me the total revenue. Sales may be of two types, either it could be cash sales or credit sales. Again, moving on to the sales return, whenever any customer has bought goods from me and if he is not happy and he wants to return that back, that is when the sales return happens. So we use generally these terms called debtors. Debtors are the people to whom we have sold goods or services we have done to, who are yet to pay us this amount. These are also referred to as assets in the business. So generally when I am supposed to get money from any of the services that I have done or the goods that I have delivered for, that is to be debtors. Creditors are the people to whom the business owes money to. We have taken any particular services and we have bought goods for credit. That is when it will be treated as creditors, and this is as liabilities for the business. Discount is nothing but a rebate given by a seller to the buyer. It can be of two types. One is trade discount. This is more to persuade a buyer to buy more goods because of the discount. It is more agreed on a percentage. So generally this discount, trade discount, is not recorded in an accounting books. It's rather clubbed as total purchase what we do. And cash discount, the objective of the cash discount is also to encourage the debtors to pay the amounts much early, so that we can have good cash working capital to manage it. So generally to encourage the people to who pay immediately is when we give the cash discounts. Income, in the wider term, it is nothing but the profit, means increase in the wealth of the enterprise over a period of time. Stock are the goods which we use for the business for the sale purpose. This is particularly at a certain point in time when we need to know what is the total value of the goods that we are carrying is nothing but our stock or inventory. Cost refers to the expenditure incurred in acquiring, manufacturing or processing goods to make it saleable. So the procurement of goods what we do is nothing but the cost of the goods. Voucher, it's nothing but the documentary evidence in support of a transaction. For example, if I buy goods from a particular store, the bill that I get is nothing but an invoice to me and also to the vendor. We also make a payment based on this receipt. So this is the uh, voucher copy, which can be treated as a payment receipt as well. So here we discussed about basic terms of accounting. So I hope you liked it. Maybe I'll try to bring in more accounting things towards you. Thank you so much for your time. Have a great day. Thanks.